It's never going to get printed out if there's a script. They're not going to print it. Like, it's not like they give it out to everyone to read.
There was
like,
an office memo.
Just
go do it, goddammit!
Just making up accents at this point.
Do it!
You heard him. Please.
You know what's better than, you know what's honestly the best thing? Pissing drunk outside.
Nothing better. Just staring up into the stars. You're like, like I'm having a great night. Like, this is a fun time.
Sometimes I prefer to pee outside than I do a bathroom.
Oh.
You think aliens are real? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pro Am Podcast. Just a couple amateur athletes talking pro sports. I'm Sam Cohen.
I'm RJ Tamillo.
And week one of the NFL season was quite interesting, I'd say.
I mean, I'm just happy to be back. But, the records for us weren't great on the Pro Am Pick'em to start. But, hey, it's a long season.
It's a long season. It's a long season. What do we got first going on with the football?
Well, let's just get a little recap of our picks here in the Pick'em. So I went 8-8. Sam went 6-10.
We'll pop them up as we go. But.
Not great, but we were on the right side of some games.
Yeah. On the wrong side of more. Well, you were split 50-50. So I mean, to be able to predict all those games 50-50 ain't bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not like it's easy to go like 10-2 in this or something.
Right.
You know, like,
it's only up from
hard.
here. It's only up from here.
But yeah, it's only up from here, as they say.
Let's start with the games, I guess. So first game, Ravens-Texans. Obviously, we both had the Ravens there. They won that game pretty easily.
Yep.
But they did look a little rusty. Lamar fumbled a couple times. The Texans were hanging around in the first half.
Yeah.
So the Ravens didn't really look great versus a team they should have beaten probably worse than they did. But we were both on the right side of that one. Both took a fat L in the Bengals-Browns game.
Everybody in existence took a fat L.
Besides my dad. My dad was like, oh, the Browns. He kept saying it to me. And they
Big Ron was right. What are you going to do?
He was right. Joe Burrow just can't play in Cleveland. Apparently. But, yes, we both lost that one. Browns destroyed the Bengals. Both lost the Vikings. That was just
That's a typical Viking. That's a typical Viking loss there for you.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never seen it, to be honest, but yeah, that's about all I got for that typical Viking loss.
The Bucs showed me a little more than I thought of them.
I'll give you that.
Like Baker looked better than I thought.
I agree.
So there's that one, another L. This one we were split. You got the W on this one. The Saints-Titans. You had the Saints. I went against Derek Carr, and he ended up fucking putting a dot right on Raheed Shaheed's hands.
Yeah, he did.
To seal it. You see the clip of that?
Game out. Yeah, that was a dot. I saw what he said, too. Yeah. He said, just run.
He's like, Sheed, freaking run.
Yeah, no, that was a good play. Great game.
Yeah,
Great game overall.
Yeah, I had the Titans in that one, so I lost that. You had the Saints, W for you. Another W for you, and one we were split was the Falcons-Panthers.
Went exactly how I thought it would go.
You had the Falcons, I had the Panthers. Panthers suck. Bryce Young didn't look that great.
He's got time.
Yeah, definitely has time, but what do we got next? Jags-Colts. That one kind of went how we thought. Jags took that one pretty easy, but Anthony Richardson did look pretty good.
Didn't look bad.
Yeah,
Didn't look bad at all.
They hung around a little bit.
Just gotta love Dougie the Pig.
Yep. San Fran, Pittsburgh. You were spot on. I was rewatching our takes on that, and you were like, I was like, I think Pittsburgh will probably keep it close, and you're like, I think San Fran's going to blow them out of the building.
Yeah,
they did.
My top three teams this year are the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Niners, and I think Niners are top two. I think Cowboys might be one if Dak plays well. I think their defense is better than Philly's defense.
I think, yeah, they do have a very good defense.
Defense wins championships, by the way.
True.
Just saying.
We'll get to this game when we get there, but I think the Jets have
unless you're Pat Mahomes,
like one of the best defenses I've seen. So
maybe that's what I didn't mean to say the Eagles. I meant to say the Jets. My apologies.
Yeah, Eagles looked a little iffy in the second half of that Patriots game.
I definitely meant to say the Jets, Cowboys, and Niners.
Got you. Cardinals and Commanders.
Almost had it.
You're almost there.
I'll tell you what. Team played way better than I expected them to play.
They hung around.
Defense played way better than I expected them to play. Gannon looked like he wasn't shook up at all or anything. Mm-hmm. Like he looked fine. So, I mean, I don't expect much out of this team for being real.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
Just being honest.
They traded literally everyone they have with talent on purpose.
I got to fix Daryl. It's bothering me.
Oh. My boy Daryl. So we split on that one. I had the Commanders. You had the Cards. Respected, though. Got to take your boys. That was the 1 o'clock slate. Get to the 4 o'clocks. We got my Raiders. Handle the Broncos like they always do. 7-0 versus the Broncos since moving to Las Vegas.
Damn.
Easy money.
That you did call, besides the Josh Jacobs thing.
Yeah, he got fucking stuffed.
He had no training camp, so.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't really take that into account. He'll start to heat up. I'm not worried about him. He also made a ton of great plays that won us that game. He was on that last play that Jimmy G rushed for an 8-yard run or whatever to get the first down to end it.
Yeah.
Jacobs made an insane block on a huge linebacker coming in, just taking multiple hits, wouldn't let him get to Jimmy and really open up that run. So doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but he makes
never will. So I don't care about it.
All right. Well, that one's a W for me. L for you, taking the fraud ponies. Dolphins Chargers. I had the Fins, caught the dub.
That was the best game of the week.
That was the best game of the week in terms of scoring and all that, but the defense on both sides was fucking abysmal.
Oh no, D-Hop's falling.
You're losing him.
We're gonna let him ride out until he falls. I don't even care.
Over under 3 minutes before that falls.
All right.
What do you got?
We're at 252, so I'm gonna take the under.
All right, I'll take the over. I love that. All right.
I hear it crackling behind me.
Oh, the under cashes. That was a terrible line at 3 minutes. I should have did 3 fucking seconds.
I should have put my whole house on that. I heard it crackling. 5? That's all I went. Oh, that's why you went 5.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you probably would have had that.
Way big of a line there.
It's not getting put back up either, unfortunately.
Definitely should have set that at 10 seconds, maybe.
We gotta up the strength on the command hooks.
Yeah, we'll get that going.
What's up with the company, dude? I mean, I might have to have a word with corporate.
Command strips?
Yeah.
Give them a call. Give them a piece of your mind.
I mean, I'm trying to make stuff look good out here. And
yeah, shit's falling.
They're failing
falling mid-episode on us.
Now I got gaff tape and shit. I mean,
doing what I can, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's just the Celtics up here.
Shout out Jaylen Brown.
Not mad about that. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, Eagles, Patriots, both had the birds in that one.
They almost shit the bed.
Yeah, they made it a little scary at the end, but
win's a win.
Won. Win's a win.
It doesn't say on the schedule. Eagles barely won. It just says W.
Exactly.
That's what you need.
It's also week 1.
That too.
Both of us caught a fat L picking the fucking Bears. That was just the Bears looked horrible. Now after watching that game, I don't think I'm ever gonna pick the Bears again. They looked like shit.
Bad second half. They played good in the first half though.
Yeah, kind of.
I think they'll be
the Packers
fine.
looked great.
I think the Packers looked great too. Their defense is scary.
Yeah.
Good defense over there.
Shout out to the Pack.
Good defense over there in the land of cheese in Wisconsin.
What
do you say?
See.
About what time? Sounds like not even American. About Wisconsin cheese curds, eh?
Next one we got.
You didn't like that?
Huh?
What?
No. I'm just trying to keep us on. Keep us on pace.
Fine. I'll just go smash my head against the wall. It's fine.
Seahawks, Rams, another L for the both of us.
I didn't take the Seahawks?
No, we did.
Oh my God, they lost.
Yeah. The Rams bodied them low key. Looked kind of good. I mean, apparently all the Rams. We'll talk about this more when we get to the waiver stuff. But every other Rams receiver not named Cooper Kupp is apparently Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Fucking, I don't even remember how to pronounce his name.
At this point?
Maybe. Could be. Maybe he deserves a little more credit because they were dog shit without him last year. He comes back and they go and they beat a team that.
It's supposed to be a playoff team.
Yeah, he played well last year. Apparently found their guy. Is Gino the guy? I don't know. They say he is. Maybe it was a one and done.
Ooh.
Who knows? All right, moving on to this game. Giants-Cowboys. Probably the worst football game of the week.
Not for the Cowboys.
Not for the Cowboys. Definitely for the Giants.
That was what we call a massacre.
Tough one. I turned it off after the second half, or after the first half, I'll be honest. I couldn't watch that.
I had it on at work, but I mean, I was barely paying attention, if I'm being honest.
26-0 or something at half. I was just like, okay.
I kept looking up, and it just kept being the Dallas defense that was scoring. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, at one point.
It's not even the offense.
At one point, I'm pretty sure they had 15 points without Dak touching the field yet. I'm pretty sure. Or he had one drive or something.
I mean, watching
that
first
drive,
stats
on
watching
offense,
that first drive and then watching the Giants drive all the way down the field to get their field goal blocked for a touchdown just put in my head that this game is far from close. And it's over already.
Yep.
So
definitely didn't go their way, but
I was so dead wrong.
Yeah, I was on the Cowboys, and then you gave me a speech that really fired me up, and I was ready to go. I was all on the Giants.
I thought it would fucking work.
All right. It's all right. It's a good tactic to try to beat me in the pick'em. Drag me along like be on the Giants.
You'd be over 500. If
I would be if I just kept with the damn
9 and
Cowboys.
7.
Would have been 9-7.
Damn.
And then I forgot to mention the. Well, actually, we'll go Bills, Buffalo Buffalo Jets first. I had the Jets in that one. You had the Bills.
Yeah, Josh Allen just underwhelmingly
He looked terrible.
looked like a deflated balloon.
Honestly, like he did exactly what he did last year, which was just turn the ball over way too much. So he's got to fix that, or
Yeah.
the Bills are in trouble.
I think Josh Allen plays around too much.
He does. He just really.
I think he's
Swings
loving
around
life
a
a little
lot.
too much.
Yeah.
No, I mean just like in general.
You mean like he's not that focused on football? Meaning, maybe. Never know.
I don't want to say he's not, but I don't want to say he is.
It's fair. It's a fair assumption, honestly.
Kind of makes no sense, but we're rolling with it.
In his defense, the Jets' defense is probably arguably the best in the league. I give it a top 2, top 3.
But not in his
minimum.
defense. The same guy picked him off 3 times.
That is true. Very true. Fun fact about that guy that had 3 picks got $250,000
Yep.
for that because that was his
Incentive,
incentive.
yeah.
Like, he hit it week 1. That's fucking sick.
It's got to be a record.
It's got to be great. It's like hitting a fucking parlay, except you won your team.
Well, did you forget a game?
Yeah, the Chiefs-Lions Thursday night. We didn't talk about that.
Oh, yeah, that surprised everyone.
Yeah. I mean...
Kind of, but not really. The Lions
yeah,
are
no,
good.
we were talking about it. Like, a lot of people were on the Lions.
Yes. I mean,
yeah. Without Kelsey, they're definitely a different offense. The receivers were fucking terrible.
Kadarius Toney's an idiot.
He couldn't catch a cold.
He's an idiot.
Valdez
I don't know why.
Scaling, I don't think he's very good.
Deletes his Twitter and then reopens his Twitter to shit on the Giants to delete it again.
Kadarius Toney, that's what he did. Wow, what a loser.
Yeah, Stephen A had some choice words for him.
Yeah, I think he'll be out of the league within 2 years.
Nah, I think he's fine.
I think he sucks.
I think he's good. I just think he needs to relax a little bit. But he's a Florida Gator. Those are some wild boys.
Yeah.
Some wild boys
They
over
are.
in Florida.
So
not how
that's week 1. Not a great start for us, but we're gonna bounce back. So let's get into week 2 a little bit.
Well, first we got to bring up Mr. Raj Piece.
Yeah, that's true.
You want
Aaron
to talk?
Rodgers. Forgot
What
about
to
that.
talk about?
That's just like the all-time worst luck in the world. I genuinely feel so horrible for all Jets fans out there. Like, I'm sorry.
I don't even a little bit.
It's just like
I don't even a second.
Like
I've
he
been
runs
through
out
it.
on the field.
I've
with
been through it too much.
He runs out on the field with the American flag on 9/11, the most electric thing I've ever seen.
My hero.
And then 75 seconds into his Jets career, his Achilles pops.
4 plays.
Crazy. Through one pass, 0 for 1. It's insane. And they still found a way to win. That's like the thing that gives me a little bit of hope about the Jets going forward is that they didn't just fold and roll over.
TB12.
Think so?
TB12. I mean, what's next for the Jets?
I don't think it's possible for that to happen because he's a minority owner of the Raiders now.
Who's 51? You can talk. 10-1. You think the Jets are going to go?
Yeah.
Wow. And then it might fall apart or it might not. I'm not paying attention.
Could see it. They have a tough schedule,
I'm
but
just here to rally up.
I like it.
10-1 out of the Jets for G-Man over
Yep,
there.
I like it. I'll roll with you.
What are they
I
going
don't
to do,
know.
though?
I think they're just going to roll with Zach Wilson. But
They need to get a quarterback. They
Yeah,
can't not have another quarterback.
they might just bring Flacco back.
Why? Out of all the options, of Flacco's really going to be
But
the
like,
best one.
who are the other options? Like, I know there's Cam Newton. That could be. That's what I would do personally. I would get Cam Newton because you can use him in packages like in the goal line.
Yeah.
like, and that would really open up their run game a lot more, which is already good.
Yeah.
Dalvin and Brees Hall. You got
Cam Newton.
possibly keeping the ball himself. Sometimes that could help them out.
You got Joe Flacco. If they really are scared, they could trade for Matt Stafford. Would be a terrible move.
That's actually not a bad idea either because the
Rams are young.
They're young and they also have a ton of fucking cap
And
space
we'll
issues.
see if they
Like, their
actually are going
issues
to be
with money
contenders
or-
this year or they're not. And if they're
Yeah.
not, it would make no sense for them to keep Stafford. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
they also went all in to get that Super Bowl and spent a whole bunch of money and went over the fucking, whatever.
I mean, a lot of those guys are
luxury
fizzled out
taxes
now,
and shit
too.
like
You
that.
got, all those guys.
That's what I mean.
Whitworth's
Aaron
gone.
Donald's on his way out. He's probably going to retire.
That
in the
whole
next year or
unit's
two.
gone. Like, they had
Yeah.
to restart, kind of.
Bobby Wagner, all them. Yeah, so
You got Stafford.
I could see that. That could be a decent move for them if they
Carson
end up
Wentz
sucking
is a
little.
free agent.
I think I could do a better job than that guy.
Who else?
Guy stinks.
Cap asked, but I'm sure he's gonna get vetoed.
Yeah, the Jets already said they're not interested.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be either.
He literally hasn't played
in years.
In 7 years.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting.
I don't understand.
The fact that he thinks he has a shot is funny.
Like, please stop with that. It's over, buddy.
The fact that he thinks he has a shot is funny in itself, honestly.
And then you got Jameel Hill on social media, that one lady, she just, every single time a quarterback gets hurt, she's like, there's a guy named number 7, Colin Kaepernick, ready to go, just had a great workout. He literally had the worst workout ever, and everyone knows it, and there's videos of it. Like, he had a bad workout.
Yeah,
he's not good anymore. He's old.
We're going to have to figure it out with the Jets because they're questionable.
Definitely. Defense will keep him in games, but it's just a matter of Zach Wilson not taking him out of games.
It's all about him. Honestly, the O-line needs to get better.
Yeah, I mean, if the O-line was a little better, Aaron Rodgers might still be out there.
I mean, he got caught in 2 seconds after he left the pocket.
Also, if the NFL just switched to real grass like all the players want, so everybody stopped tearing their ACL.
Yep, on a rainy turf.
The Players Association just put in a thing to request that they, like, not even request, like, almost, like, demand that they change everything.
They have. I mean, the evidence is clear.
Yeah, and, like, another thing, too, they were saying, I think it was David Bakhtiari was talking about it, saying how, like, they changed the fields to all grass whenever the World Cup happens or whenever there's, like, a soccer exhibition happening. They switch it so people don't get hurt. It's like, why do you not care about your own players?
Yeah. It's crazy, too, because if you look, pro soccer is not played on turf anywhere.
Right.
Not one
exactly,
spot.
because why would it be?
Because,
like,
I mean,
like, it's just... Like,
if there's any sport to take it from, it's from that sport where they're running constantly on grass, in cleats.
And how often do you hear about, like, an ACL tear in soccer? Not that
often.
It's
very, it happens, obviously.
Yeah, but not as much as football or even basketball. Anything like that.
Because, you have the most cushion with grass.
Yeah.
You have the most.
Right.
You can bounce off, not literally bounce off it, but, like, when you're putting your foot into soil versus hard rubber pellets under concrete, it's a bit different.
And you're also not, like, having the weight of a 300-pound man, like, fall on you as your feet are, like, in the ground, like in football. Like obviously...
Yeah, like, if your feet are in the ground and somebody's going to fall on you like that, your cleats are going to dig through the mud.
Yeah, and your legs will stay right there.
It's going to be not... Your Achilles isn't going to fucking rupture.
Oh, yeah.
I got some facts.
Facts, hit us.
Hit us with the facts.
ACL tears. There's 0.06 to 10 injuries per 1,000 game hours.
For soccer?
Wow. You see, there you go. That's a good stat.
Yeah, that's a lot of game hours.
Thank you for backing up my point.
Yeah. No, that's a lot.
Beautiful.
Soccer's only 90 minutes.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 30 minutes. Like, that's a lot of hours.
And then, like...
a lot of soccer players run 6-7 plus miles a game.
There's probably more ACL tears in the NFL preseason than there is in an entire season of, like...
The MLS.
The MLS.
There's probably, like, 2 in the MLS, if that.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. You'll see, though. But the Jets... and their future is up in arms as of right now. I mean, you got Zach Wilson, but I don't think that's enough, personally. Yeah, you need at least a backup. But the thing is, are you going to really go out there and get a backup?
And they already traded a lot of assets to get their quarterback. Are they going to trade more assets to get another quarterback? Like.
That's why I think you maybe hit up one of these guys and be like, hey.
Yeah, bring somebody in for cheap. Maybe a Nick Foles.
That's the other guy I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
Nick Foles as well. Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm just naming guys that are out there. RG3 said on TV, guys like me.
He wants to play again so bad.
He's like me, I'm available, like, and other stuff too. And like, RG, buddy.
He hasn't played in a long time either. When's the last time he played?
He's a walking injury.
Yeah.
It's a detriment for that man to play.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't let him go play unless they switch the fields to grass.
Yeah.
Because artificial turf with those artificial knees would not go well together.
We'll see, though. We'll see how it goes. All right.
Week 2. Let's get into it.
Pick 'em. Week 2, pick 'em.
Thursday Night Football. We got the Vikings at the Eagles in the link. Who you got?
Eagles home opener. I'm taking them.
As well.
That's all I have to say about that.
I think, I don't know. The Vikings didn't show me enough last week versus the Bucs to make me think that they can beat the Eagles. Plus, the Eagles, had a little bit of a scare towards the end. I think they're going to whip themselves into shape this week and have a nice big victory on Thursday night.
I agree with that.
So I'm on the Birds.
What do we got next? We got Green Bay visiting Atlanta. I'm gonna go with Jordan Love on this one.
As well. I like
what they did.
I agree. I think their defense looks legit. They, were able to build their team around a little bit, or build their team up a little bit while they didn't have a $50 million quarterback.
Yep.
So they can spend that in other areas. Defense is definitely better. honestly, they got some weapons for Jordan Love. I think these young receivers look pretty good. Like Romeo Dobbs.
I like
looked
Dobbs,
good,
I like
and,
Watson. They got a kid.
another dude I forgot.
Reed.
Yeah, Reed. Something Reed. Jordan.
Good.
Jaden,
Yeah, I think
Jaden Reed.
I think it's Jordan.
Jordan Reed.
I think it's Jordan.
Yeah, but he looked pretty solid. So yeah, I got the Packers in that.
Same. I'll take the Pack as well. So we got Eagles Pack for the both of us currently.
Mm-hmm.
Next we got Raiders Buffalo in Buffalo, 1:00 game. Buffalo's home opener. I think they bounce back with a huge win. Not huge, but I think they bounce back with a win. And you can't start the season 0-2. Can't.
I think that they can, and they will. And that the fucking rumbling, stumbling Raiders are going to come into Buffalo and beat that ass. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Raiders start out 2-0. Bills go 0-2. Josh Allen getting talked about all over the media. Jimmy G's the savior in Vegas. No, I'm just kidding.
Can't wait to clip that when the Raiders lose.
They probably will, but I'm sticking with my boys until we lose at least.
The best clip, just that, and then the final score when they're walking around and shaking hands.
It's gonna be like wah, wah, wah. Either that or I'll be victorious and spit in the face of all my haters. I'm leaning more towards that. Right. But yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Raiders.
We got Baltimore coming into Cincy for their home opener. I'm gonna also double down on my you can't start 0-2. So I also think Cincy's gonna win this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Bengals also. I think the Ravens didn't really look that great last week. Obviously the Bengals looked like the worst team in football, but they just can't play the Browns. For some reason they suck versus the Browns. So I think it'll just be a different week. You'll see a completely different Bengals team.
I agree.
And I think they'll win. But I think it'll be a close game.
All right, we got Seattle and Detroit coming up next. In Detroit, their home opener. A lot of home openers, obviously. Mm-hmm. I think Detroit wins it.
As well. I'm a Lions guy right now. I'm all in on the Lions.
He's a Lion.
Yeah. I mean, after you beat the Chiefs, I don't care if Kelsey's not there or not.
You want to be a Lion?
It's an impressive win. I would not be lying.
If you didn't say you like the Lions? Or a lion.
I'd be truthing.
Truthing. Instead of lying.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Lions. Seahawks, I don't know.
As long as I stick to the tip of my toe. That was pretty good.
21 Jump Street.
I've got a crow. I've got a crow. Boom. High off drugs.
Well done.
What he was.
He was.
Fucking shredded.
Movie. Shout out to 21 Jump Street.
All right, next we got the Chargers playing the Titans.
Fraud-ass team.
They're frauds, but the Titans are more fraudulent because I think Ryan Tannehill sucks.
He looked awful. Awful. Looked awful.
I think he's goddamn buns, dude. I think he's terrible.
You're on the Chargers?
Yeah.
I am too.
Yeah, I'm going on Chargers.
I don't think they start out 0-2. I mean, their offense, sure that they're going to score, and the Titans... I mean, the Titans did play some solid defense, I guess, but I don't think they're going to be able to move the ball. Even on the Chargers' fraud defense. I don't know. Could take the over in that game. But I'm going to roll with the Chargers and probably bet on the over.
Next up, the Bears. I'm playing the Bucks.
That's an ugly game.
Yeah, give me Baker.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bake Man too.
He showed me that he's not bad right now.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to bet on the Bears at all really right now for a long time.
Or ever again.
They just sicken me.
How about Nova?
They look terrible.
How about Nova?
Biggest game of their life. Like, Aaron Rodgers finally leaves. Like, he terrorizes them forever. He leaves. Like, oh, let's go. Biggest game of our life. Let's get it. Then they get smacked by Jordan Love. They're going to lose to Baker, too. Start at 0-2. Tank for the first pick. Trade Justin Fields. Draft Caleb Williams. Justin Fields, the Cardinal. Like that? Like that?
Not really.
Nah. None of that's going to happen besides the Bears starting 0-2.
Caleb, Kyler, or Death? Those three. Caleb,
Kyler, or Death.
Kyler, or Death.
What about this? I saw this
Death?
hypothetical.
Yeah, I'm in.
Imagine if the Cardinals traded Kyler Murray to the Jets.
But why would they take somebody who just tore their ACL after the other quarterback just tore his Achilles?
That's a good point. Yeah. Probably wouldn't do that. But I don't know.
What was the hypothetical, though?
It was just like
Garrett Wilson?
Definitely not that. But, like, I don't know, you get a first-round pick and...
Sauce?
Something else. But, like, I was thinking about that. Like, if, say you get a first-round pick from them, you give them Kyler Murray, they're going into the playoffs, I'd say. Which means that pick has little to no value towards the end of the first round.
So it's pointless.
So it's kind of pointless, yeah. So the hypothetical's garbage.
So never mind.
Whoever put it out.
I thought you were just thinking of it.
No, it was something I saw on Twitter or TikTok or something.
Okay. Next up, we got. I think this is going to be a good game. We got Kansas City and Jacksonville.
Yep, game of the week alert. I think this is the game of the week.
I'm very torn on this
sick.
game.
I'm on the Jaggies.
I think the Chiefs are going to win it late. I think it's going to be a late win out of the Chiefs. I think Pat Mahomes and the receiving group is going to get their shit together. Chris Jones got his contract.
Yeah, he'll be back. Also, I have a stat for you. The Chiefs are 13-3 following a loss.
13-3. Yeah, I'll take them. I'll take that all day long.
I'm going to completely disregard the stat that I gave out. Duval, baby. Come on. It's all about T-Law, Dougie P, Travis Etienne, Calvin Ridley. Yeah. Come on.
Not a bad ball squad over there.
It's a good ball squad.
It's going to be, like you said, game of the week.
Game of the week for sure. I'm thinking Jags pull it out late.
So we're both predicting a late.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a sweaty one in the fourth.
Next, we got probably the worst game of the week, the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
Ooh, yeah. Would rather watch paint dry.
And after watching Anthony Richardson, I'm going to take the Colts here.
Are we picking the same games?
Besides Kansas City and Jacksonville, so far we're pretty much the
and
same.
the Raiders Bills.
And Raiders
But
Bills.
yeah, I'm on the Colts also. I liked what I saw out of Richardson. I honestly don't hate what I saw out of the Texans in the first half defensively. They were kind of giving Lamar some problems. So I think they could give the Colts some problems, obviously.
They just fuck it up in the worst parts, which is the second half.
Divisional game too. I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Right.
Fuck it.
Next up, we have what I think is going to be another blowout. We got the Niners playing the Rams, and I don't think the Rams are going to do anything against this Niners D. Too much D.
I'm gonna say that the Niners definitely win for sure, but I think it's gonna be closer than people think. Even though I did say this about the Steelers last week and they got fucking mollywopped. But I'm going to say it again. I think the Rams stay with the Niners a little bit, but the Niners win.
I think the Niners are the best team in the NFL.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean,
that's not a bad take.
Their offense is literally disgusting.
When Brock Purdy, if he's looking
Brock Purdy looks like he left off
fine.
got right where he left off.
Yeah.
He looks the exact same.
That was really the only question mark of their team.
And he was
the
eating, dude.
So.
He went like 8 for 8.
Yeah.
To start the game.
I like him.
Brock
Purdy Lesnar, correct.
Dirty Purdy, they call him.
Dirty Purdy.
The Purdy Birdie.
I have a 1-of-1 card of this.
Brock Purdy?
Brock Purdy?
Or Brock Lesnar?
Signed? But it's 1 of 1.
Sick.
Yeah, I'd hold that tight.
Yeah, he was
Mr.
Mr. Irrelevant, yep.
Last pick in the draft, the very last pick.
Definitely valuable.
Is that an exciting thing to do or no? Would you
Get
want to be
drafted last?
Do you want to be Mr. Irrelevant? Definitely puts a chip on your shoulder.
It definitely puts your name out there too, because people talk about who Mr. Irrelevant is at the end of every year.
There's a lot of players that are far better off that aren't drafted top 10.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be kind of cool. You got that chip on your shoulder forever. You're like, yeah, I have fucking 7 rounds of players drafted ahead of me.
I saw some guy got an actual tattoo of a chip on his shoulder.
Oh, really?
Like a football player. He got a chip on his shoulder.
That's kind of sick, actually. Is it like a potato chip?
Yep, just a regular chip, just sitting on his shoulder. I've always had a chip on my shoulder.
Bigger question, is it a ruffle?
Yes, it's.
So there are ridges.
Ridges.
Okay, that's huge. Big
Knows what
for
he's
the tattoo art too.
It would
Adds a
look,
little
I
texture.
think it would look weird if there were no ridges.
I was gonna say it would just look like a circle. So like you kind of
some shading.
You need a little ridge.
Because
on
it looks
there.
like it's shaded. Because it looks like it's sitting on. But
Gotcha.
Pretty cool tat. Pretty cool
Fuck with
tat. All right, next game we got the Giants visiting my Arizona Cardinals. I'm still taking the Cardinals. I'm gonna be a homer. I don't care.
I respect that out of you.
But you're probably not doing the same.
I'm not. I would take the Giants. I think that they got to do something. They haven't scored a point yet this year.
Yeah.
So I think that the Bulls going to whoop their ass into shape again this week. Yeah, who knows, though? I don't know. Because the Cardinals didn't look as bad as everyone says they're supposed to be. They didn't look that bad.
And Josh Dobbs doesn't know half of his fucking receivers' names.
Yeah, give them some time. They might be all right.
Before he played, he was on the team for 16 days.
They're
They
still
traded
young,
for him.
too. They
He
got
was
a
on
lot
the
of
team
young
for 16
players.
days, and they were like, get out there. Season opener. You got it.
So what's the deal with Kyler? What's his current status?
I'm hoping week 9 or 10 he comes
That's what
back,
okay.
but he's still a little rehab, and I don't want to rush it.
Yeah, I mean, there's
You
no
don't want to rush
sense.
that,
No
especially
sense
with the
in
way he
rushing it.
plays. The way he plays, you gotta
Let him heal up.
At least we
fully.
have grass.
Yeah,
It's shitty grass, but
It's
at least
big.
we have grass.
it's good enough.
It's really not, but
All right, yeah. So you got the Cardinals. I got the Giants.
Jets,
Moving
Dallas.
on. Oof.
Coming up next, we got the Jets
This game,
visiting
dude.
the Cowboys.
This
Cowboys,
game.
I think the Dallas defense is going to get the better of Zach Wilson in this one, personally.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning to.
That
But at the same time, like, I think the Jets defense could get the best out of Dak.
I agree. I think it's going to be a defensive doghouse, but I think Dallas is the better defense.
I don't know. I think Dallas is definitely the better offense.
The Gilmore Diggs
Yeah, that's
combination is
elite.
lethal. It's lethal. I didn't think it was going to be as lethal as it was until I started watching it, and I was like, them two back there guarding the best two receivers on every other team is going to be a problem. They're both CB1s.
I'm going to take the Cowboys.
They're both CB1s.
I hate to do it. I really want to take the Jets.
I'm taking the boys.
Because I am all in on the Jets low-key until that Rodgers injury happened, but I still think they can do good things.
I'm taking the boys of Cow.
Me too. I'm on the boys. We're on the Cowboys.
Next up, we got the Commanders
Versus
Denver.
the Fraud Ponies.
I'm taking the Fraud Ponies.
I'm taking the Commies.
I don't think the Commies are it. I think Sam
I don't
Howell's
either.
terrible.
I think he's
Personally.
terrible, but I think
Couldn't light up our defense, and he threw a pick and had 2 fumbles. So,
yeah.
I don't think he's it. I don't.
I think the
they should
Broncos
start.
suck.
I think they should start Jacoby Brissett, but that's just me.
They have Jacoby Brissett,
The Commies, yeah.
and they don't start him.
Now they start Sam Howell,
Sam Howell's not good.
and they have. I think they should start Jacoby Brissett. That's just my opinion.
I probably would too. I'm sure he'll be starting within the next 2 or 3
That'd be
weeks.
who
if
the
Sam
Jets
Howell
should
doesn't
get.
Do anything. That's not a bad idea. He would be a perfectly serviceable quarterback for them.
Always healthy.
He was fine with the
keep
Browns
in
last year. He
games.
was pretty good.
And he's got receivers.
That's actually a good move.
He's got Lazard.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I think
that'd be a
that's
great
smart.
trade.
I agree with that.
Washington clearly doesn't value him. I'd have him start.
Am I
right
going
now.
with the Commies?
I am.
Or is that
not.
just like a I hate the Broncos pick? I don't know. This is where I go wrong sometimes. Is I just like bet with my heart too much. I'll take the Broncos. I'll take the Broncos. The Commies suck. Their defense is decent though.
We'll see.
They're gonna give Russ some problems. Russ is bad.
We shall see. All right, our Sunday nighter. We got the Dolphins versus New England in New England, which I think is a difference maker.
You know what this is on my head?
Fins up.
It's my fin being up. I'm all in on the Fins. They're fucking nasty. I like them. They got no
they're
defense.
very
but,
good.
Well, actually, their defense might be better, but they looked horrible this week. But they'll have Jalen Ramsey coming back at some point mid-season too,
That's gonna be good for them.
which is a big boost. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Fins.
I think I'm gonna take the Fins too. Yeah, I'm taking the Fins.
It'll be an interesting game though, divisional game. I bet you the Patriots cover. I don't know what the spread is, but I bet you they cover.
I can see that. Totally see that.
There was a lot of stats on divisional games where the underdog covers quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
All
We
right.
got a double header on Monday. night.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we got a little double scoop.
Derek Carr heading over to Carolina.
Give me the Saints.
Yeah.
I'm on DC.
Yeah.
I'm with them.
What's that? Who dat?
Who dat? Who dat?
It's them and the Bengals. Who dat and who they?
Who dat? Who they?
That's it. Nah, but I think we're taking the Saints.
Yeah, I'm on the Saints for sure.
And then to round out week 2, we got Cleveland playing Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. I still think that the Steelers are just terrible, honestly. And the Browns defense is going to literally demolish Kenny Pickett.
I'm on the Steelers. Bounce back game.
Bounce back game.
Divisional.
Divisional.
Gonna give him some issues.
Going to give him some issues.
Deshaun Watson's gonna be hearing it from that Pittsburgh crowd on a Monday night.
Oh, shit. Must have been.
Must have been Deshaun Watson. Yeah, so I'm gonna roll with the Steelers. I don't know why. They looked horrible last week, but they played the best team in the league, so I'm gonna hope that
That's fair.
they just look better.
That's fair.
And the Browns just have the Bengals number. So I'm hoping that the Browns regress a bit, Steelers play up to their potential a little more. That's what I'm rooting on.
All right. And to round out all of our football stuff, RJ's going to take you through some waiver wire stuff for some fantasy.
Yeah, let's get into that real quick. Obviously, there's some decent names out there. You got the Rams receivers. You can go with, what's his
Puka.
Puka, Tuka, Duka, whatever it is.
Puka Nakua.
I picked him up in one of my leagues. That he just looks like Cooper Kupp reincarnated.
I wish he was on my fantasy team. I'd call him the Puka Chews.
That's pretty good. But he had 15 targets, 10 catches,
It's a lot of targets.
over 100 yards. So I picked him up. I think that's a good move. Tutu Atwell, another Rams receiver, had a good game. So while Cooper Kupp is down, it seems like
Take
they
advantage.
have some value.
Yeah.
And then you got Kyron Williams, another Ram.
This guy's just spitting Rams out.
Yeah, he outsnapped Cam Akers and scored twice. So he could possibly end up being their guy at running back. And he's a good pass catcher. Then obviously the Ravens running backs are a possibility if you need a running back that bad.
Gus
you can
Bus,
go get
Justice
Gus
Hill.
Bus or Justice Hill. I personally wouldn't pick up either. And then a couple of these guys are probably taken in most leagues, but Kenny Gainwell and Tyler Algier both had solid weeks. But they're probably picked up in a lot of leagues. But if not, go grab one of those guys. And then Joshua Kelly, if you got Austin Eckler, is a solid handcuff also. You got a lot of touches.
Yeah.
That's about all I got.
I don't have much. I went 2-1, so I haven't changed a thing.
I went 1-2.
I lost a game by 0.08.
I lost one by 2.4, and I thought that I won on that Jets
I know you're
return.
going nuts. You're going nuts.
Because we usually do 10 points for return touchdowns, but we changed it back to 6 this year. So in my head, I thought I got 10, and I was down 9 or down 8, but I lost.
I cannot do the finger wag with my left hand. Feels weird.
It does feel a little weird. Either that or wait. Kind of better at it with my left hand.
And I'm ambidextrous.
I'm like, wouldn't call myself ambidextrous, but I can definitely do things left-handed. I used to shoot hockey left-handed, like shoot a hockey stick. Can't write lefty though. No shot. Can you write right-handed?
I can write right-handed. Can't sing left-handed.
That's one thing I am ambidextrous with. I can sing left-handed.
Okay.
Yeah.
What hand do you sing with?
I also pod left-handed. You see that?
Your right hand you sing with?
I'm podding left-handed right now.
I switch it up. I'm
Now
throwing
see?
this thing around like a
Look at that.
hacky sack.
I'm ambidextrous. Look at me. Podding with both hands. All right, you want to get into a little baseball real quick to wrap this up? Oh, the floor is mine.
Turn your hat
huh?
around and get it going.
All right.
Look,
So you want to talk baseball?
He's waiting to just belt things out.
You have stuff written down. I know you do.
Yeah, so MLB playoff
race.
Playoff race is heating up.
Jake, show me soda.
Yeah, all right, got you. What kind? Sprite, Coke?
Adult bevy.
Adult bevy? Got you.
On the rocks.
Blue Moon coming at you this weekend. But yeah, the O's are in first place still in the AL East. They got a 3-game lead over the Rays.
The O's are going to the show.
And they
Going to
have
the big show.
they got a 4-game series against the Rays this weekend.
Big tester.
Literally the biggest series in modern Orioles history.
Have to kick their ass.
You have to. You gotta.
Just because it helps me try.
Oh, they're done. Stick a fork
Listen,
in you, buddy.
listen,
It's over.
listen.
It's over.
Here you
Give
go.
it up.
Here, say what you need to say.
Somebody's going to do it. We're going to do it.
Tell you who's gonna do it. No one.
I think
Even
so.
if it's not this year, if they're smart, this will never happen again, at least for 15 years.
I
15
mean,
seasons.
if they're smart.
That's
That's the key word.
Boone and
You know,
Cashman are sitting there.
no. You know who has to go. I'm not saying any names.
Not saying
We all
Boone
know.
or Cashman.
Big Cash definitely needs to go. As long as he's there, they ain't doing anything. Where was I at? Oh yeah. So, who do you think the
Season tickets, so
who do you think the AL
that's right.
is going to finish with in the playoff picture? So it's going to be obviously you got the O's, Rays.
Ranges.
The Rangers are kind of out of a spot right now, I think, because they've fucking sucked it up the last couple weeks.
No. I think it's the Mariners that fucked up more than the Rangers.
No, the Mariners took their spot. I'm pretty sure.
They do this every year, the Mariners. Every year, I swear they play so good late.
The past 2 years, yeah. They were so close in 2021 when it was Seegers last year.
All right, so wild card right now:
Idiot on your team.
Cal Raleigh last season.
Cow.
Rays, Rangers, Seattle is the current 3 teams that are in the playoffs right now, in the wild card. I mean, well, actually,
Yankees are only 7 games out.
Listen,
With nine-
that's why
with-
I was trying to say something.
with 16
I'm saying anything,
with 16 to go,
listen, we gotta go 7-1, 7-1.
and then you'd have to have one team literally lose like all their games.
That's hard. You need Boston and Toronto to literally beat the worst teams in baseball.
Not even that.
Right now we're 2
You need Seattle
Yeah, we need
or
Seattle.
Texas, like one of those teams to suck because the Blue Jays and Red Sox
Scherzer
are out of it
just got
almost
hurt
too.
yesterday.
Yeah, I did see that.
You got hurt?
You didn't see that?
Him and DeGrom.
Throwing a warm-up pitch. Funny.
If the Rangers go far, I'm telling you, it's going to be 2010 all over again.
They won't go far.
Why do I like the Mets?
Because you refuse to be a better fan.
I refuse to join a cult. You're completely right.
Nope.
That is true. You don't want to join a cult.
Not like most of those people.
I didn't say, yeah, but it's a cult.
It is.
It can't be something that...
Speaking of cults, how about Aaron Hicks and Josh Donaldson just thriving with beards?
Where's Josh Donaldson?
Just hit a home run with the Brewers last night.
Did he?
Yeah, helping them get into the playoffs now.
Listen,
2 for 2, walked twice.
if our team's going to wave something, it should be the beard thing. Because clearly
Yeah.
these guys need to feel good.
Yeah.
Playing the game
Right.
much better. Look at Gallo.
They look like-
Gallo's not an incredible season, but
He's better than he was in New
Better
York.
than
He doesn't look like he wants to jump off a cliff.
Dude, I'm
at
telling
any
you, it's a
moment.
confidence killer.
Yeah, for real. Like, especially with a guy that, like, doesn't like the way their face looks. Sometimes you throw a beard on, they're like, all right, yeah, I look fine like this. You shave that off, and you're like, oh, man, I got to go on national TV like this every night.
Ron's interview last night.
No.
Nah. Did he?
Yeah, he does with that mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Right in his
But
face.
he's holding on to everything he's got left with that mustache. He can't do anything else.
But hear me out too. No star patch. 8Ks, I'm pretty sure.
I did see that, yeah.
Don't need it. Put up a sign somewhere. Make like a new Aaron Judge burger. Oh, cool. No patches.
How about the NL wild card? You got Phillies pretty much holding down that top spot.
That sucks.
I don't know, though. The Cubs are only a game and a half behind them.
I'd like to see the Cubs go.
It's Phillies, Cubs, Arizona right now as the 3 wild card teams, and then you got the
Phillies, Cubs, who?
Phillies, Cubs, Arizona, and
How
then
far is Cincinnati
the
back?
Reds are a game out,
Yeah, that's all I'm rooting for.
and then the Giants and the Marlins are a game and a half out.
Give me playoff Ellie. Give them to me.
Yeah, it would be good for the league.
Give me playoff Ellie.
They'll kiss the playoffs if they. I'm pretty sure Pete Rose bet on them to win the World
He did.
Series this year.
I love that. Let's
Put it this
go.
way, if Mattress Mac did that last year for Houston, it could happen for Pete this year.
I think Mattress Mac. Did he do that last year?
Yeah, we put it on the pod. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but did he do it like during this, like right before the series or
No.
early?
He did it early, dude. He won like $5 million.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then he lost like a whole bunch of other millions like a week later on
He
TCU.
had a duffel bag just filled with so many $100 bills.
I hear Mattress Mac's a scam, and he just does that as like a promotion.
He does.
Yeah. So like he's not. I don't think he's actually.
It's their
betting all
money.
that.
Does he own a mattress firm?
He is Mattress Firm.
Is he Sleepy's?
No,
He's Mattress Firm.
Yeah.
That's him. Yeah, he uses the company's money to place the bets for.
That's going to be a great Netflix doc. Whenever that comes
Mattress Mac Netflix
Mattress
documentary.
Millions.
I wanna be that bad.
The Untold. Mattress Millions.
Mattress bankruptcy.
They gotta wait until he's dead.
out. Millions in the bag.
They gotta wait until he's dead.
The Mac
I'd
machine.
love to see the Reds come out of there.
I would too. I'm definitely rooting for the Reds. I think the Cubs will hold one of the spots too. I'm gonna say Phillies, Cubs, Reds, just for rooting purposes alone.
You're leaving somebody out of the equation, which I think it's not going to happen, but...
San Fran,
Nope. Odd season for them, too.
Marlins. Yeah, Marlins are a game and a half out.
Soler, completely different beast.
I think they're just a little too young on the pitching staff for me.
No, they gave some away, didn't they?
Like Pablo Lopez, they traded for a rise, but like
Cabrera's gonna
they have
be
like
good.
Yuri Perez or Yuri
Perez,
whatever.
yeah,
He's
he
young.
throws
He's good.
Cabrera's gonna
Sandy,
He's tall, dude. He's like 6'7".
Yeah. Sandy's obviously having a
Koufax, yep.
year.
Gotta love Koufax.
I could see them sneaking in, but I don't think they would do a single bit of noise.
Where do
They
you
would get
think
waxed.
Trout's going next year?
Mets.
I don't think he's going anywhere, and if he is going somewhere, I'd say Philly.
I don't want that.
They can't pay him.
He's a Philly fan.
No, they can't, dude. Look
How are they gonna pay him?
Who knows? Baseball's a fucking joke, dude. Anybody can just pay anybody anything. It doesn't
I
matter.
wanna know
Like,
how much money they
it's just like
for
it's
losing
stupid.
every year.
Yeah, like it. You can literally just stack
his
your
team.
fucking shit up.
Look at his.
Yeah, we got a $30 million payroll.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Yeah, but they did it
Yes,
in
we
a farm
do.
system.
No.
It's $30 million.
No, you
They
do.
drafted,
But
though.
I'm saying, like, your owners have so much money.
No, they don't. They don't.
What's your owner's names?
John Angelos. Well, I mean, it's John Angelos and Peter Angelos because they just got the fucking team from their dad who's old as fuck and is gonna die any second, and like they're like.
That's an old contract, though.
Yeah, I don't know. They need to pay, but they're fucking cheapskates, and I hate both of them.
Yeah, but like the Wilpons are fucking. The Orioles are estimated at $1.7 billion.
You say that, but now you have Elon Musk paying.
Well, they better be fucking paying shit, paying up these young guys soon. Then
They're worth
that much.
$1.7 billion.
We'll look up the rest of the teams now, though. Like compare it to everyone else.
The Dodgers are worth.
I bet you the Mets are worth fucking $250 billion.
The Mets are ranked like
Not actually, but
2.9.
what team is that?
The Mets.
Mets 2.0. Oh, okay.
Still in the billions we're talking about, and your payroll's $30 million. How does that make sense?
Yeah, you're right. I agree. That's why I don't like the owners.
What's Cummins net worth?
A lot.
That's what I mean. And it's his team, so really that's what I'm going based off of. I'm not going based off of what the MLB said.
$19.8 billion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Elon Musk budgeting your team.
What's your thing's name?
That's crazy. John Angelos. Well, Peter Angelo. No, there's two brothers.
Well,
Yeah, that's
he's
the
worth
scumbag.
He's worth $2 billion.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
That's what I mean.
What's the other guy's name?
Peter Angelos.
So tell me why your payroll is $30 million.
I think he's the dad. Well, the payroll's $30 million
They're
right now
wealthy
because
lawyers.
it doesn't need to be any
They're-
more than it because you
Their
don't have to
family
pay
were
any
wealthy
young guys
lawyers.
yet.
They have money.
So-
You're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You're doing the same thing the Braves are doing. It's just working out.
I mean, yeah.
For both of you.
Yeah. And that's my prediction for the World Series.
I would love to see it.
I agree too. I think it's gonna be Braves O's.
I think it's going to be O's,
Braves,
Phillies.
And I think it'll probably go 6 games. At least.
Dude, it's so crazy, man. We're talking about the O's like this.
Yeah, I know.
What I say.
Remember 2 years ago?
I literally said to
Right,
everyone,
yeah, that's what
everyone thought I was nuts 2 years ago when I was saying O's 2024, 2024, 2023, and they're already the best team in baseball right now. Best team in the AL. Yeah. Gunnar Henderson, Rookie of the Year, that's a lock.
Pawning anybody off in like 2 seasons.
Someone's got to go.
We're not gonna be able to keep everyone.
Honestly, I think they need to do is bring up Jackson Holiday, and then you bring up Heston Kjerstad in the outfield, and then you have you still have 6 top 100 prospects you can trade. You don't have any other spots for them. Like, there's 2 more infielders that are top 100 prospects. There's a catcher that we have that's a top 100 prospect who's in single A. Like, we're not going to need him. Got Rutsch. So,
I'm not saying anything.
I don't know. Like, I'm down to trade. I'm down to trade.
I would certainly like him too.
I would.
I think you would like Glaber.
I wouldn't. No.
He looks like Stanton. He looks like a Stanton guy.
No.
That contract
Or DJ.
Yeah.
But if Stanton can hit 25 home runs for the next, like, at least for the rest of his career, I think he has a possibility of being a Hall of Famer just on the home runs amount as well.
I mean, he has.
Just hit 4.
He's got 400.
400.
So.
If he's a 500 home run hitter,
No slouch.
you can't really not put a guy in that hits 500 home runs if he's not on roids. You know,
Hit 4?
How many people?
man,
How many
even
people?
300 is like a good number to be.
How many people hit
respectable
700?
about. Just a couple. Big Barry, Big Hammer and Hank, and Dirty Babe.
Dirty Babe.
I think Babe used to hit inside the Parkers that used to roll.
no. Every time he hit a home run, they times it by 2.
Yeah,
They definitely missed it.
They times them all by 2.
probably.
They're like, we're going to blow their minds.
It's so wild to me. They just like.
They're gonna hate this in the future.
That's how we all talked.
How about in the Shane Gillis? He's like, this guy's a 47-year-old alcoholic. He's the best athlete of all time, the fastest man in the world, they say. He runs a 6-second 40-yard dash.
Oh yeah. He was. That was funny. He was like, "It's Curly, 47-year-old pitcher and alcoholic, but he's the greatest athlete alive."
Ain't nobody can hit old Curly's pitch.
We know something about that.
What, Curly?
Domingo Herman.
He's got an alcohol problem.
You hear about that?
I just thought it was the domestic violence.
And then he got,
violence.
apparently he was drunk in the dugout and got in a verbal argument with Boone.
Yeah, I think he
drunk in the
fought
dugout.
somebody- I think he fought somebody in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
And they were like,
You're
this
gone.
guy is way more.
Wait,
making
he
way
was
more
drunk?
Than you.
He got apparently was drunk in the clubhouse.
Apparently, he
Like blacked out,
After
fucked
his
up.
no-hitter, there was a game where he was supposed to pitch, and they said he had armpit issues. Bro, an hour into the game, he was like, "I'm fine." He was hungover.
Yeah, and then I heard
bro.
They pretty much got rid of him right after that, right? Or put him on a list
No,
of.
they put him on. I think they were like, you gotta just go
Get help.
Get some help.
Yeah,
for a little bit.
right.
So he'll miss the rest of the season, and if anything, if he does come back, we either get rid of him.
Listen, he's not coming back.
Or he doesn't come back till June.
That's the team's
No,
way.
you know
That's the team's way of saying we're getting rid of you, but we still like you.
You
Still care about your well-being.
Who's not coming back.
Huh?
You know in the league who's not coming back. We don't need to say his name.
I wonder.
Yeah, I do.
I wonder who it is.
That piece of shite. Well, what do you say we wrap this?
That
thing
does
up?
it.
I think that does it.
Take us home.
Yep. So you're listening to the Pro Am Podcast. Thanks for listening along. Make sure you follow us on all platforms: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
Subscribe,
all that
like, subscribe.
Please subscribe. Let's get these numbies up. Stay tuned for all of our picks.
like Chetty.
The numbies. Picks will be up this week. This episode will be out before Thursday's game, so make sure you like this and
Don't muck any clam.
all that good stuff. Yep. This is the Pro Am Podcast. I'm RJ Tamillo.
I'm Sam Cullen. We'll see you guys next week.
Don't muck any clam.